Hi everyone, today we are going to make an MCP client using Langchain MCP adapters. Langchain makes it very simple to build your own MCP client, and I'm going to cover all the steps to make the MCP client and connect it to the LangGraph agent. So before I start, let me give you a 1-minute preview of what we are going to achieve today with the Langchain MCP client. Trust me, it's pretty amazing that you can use Langchain's MCP adapters to do a very simple implementation of a client and connect to the Gemini API with all the tool calls, and all this can be done for free because Gemini provides you a free API key. So here it goes. So we are going to ask our MCP client to make a file and add some text to it, and let's see how that works. Let's press enter. Alright, so this means now our MCP client has started. Let's provide a query. So let the query be make file Langchain MCP client.txt and add the text I made an MCP client with Langchain successfully, yay with a smiley. So let's press enter. Right, so you can see the response over here, and we have the human message which says make file Langchain MCP client.txt, and this is basically the query that we sent. And then we have an AI message which has no content. Then we have a tool message, and this would have been a tool call. You can actually just directly print the response to see more details. I'm just printing out the content over here using my custom encoder. And then finally you have the AI message with the content which says, okay, I have created the file Langchain MCP client.txt and added the text you provided, anything else. So let's just check this out now. So let's go to Finder. And I have my MCP directory open over here. I'm going to go to my workspace, and I see I have Langchain MCP client.txt, and you can see that it has added the text that I asked for, and this works amazingly well. Before I begin, if you want to learn about AI agents, please do subscribe to our channel, The AI Language, and you can check out our playlists, for example, AI agent dev tutorials, where we talk all about that. Alright, so a quick recap of what MCP is. So MCP stands for Model Context Protocol, and it basically provides a way for large language models to connect with external tools and services. There are a few basic components like MCP servers, which provide context, tools, and prompts to the clients. For example, you can have an MCP server with a tool to add or divide numbers, and it can also provide resources like data. There are MCP clients, and the clients maintain a connection with the servers inside a host app, and there are clients you can make in Python. You can use the Claude desktop app as a client, and we are going to build our own client in Python today using Langchain's MCP adapters. The MCP clients can actually request the servers to call or execute tools and provide the results back to the client. The clients connect with the large language model. Over here we are going to use the LangGraph agent, and the LangGraph agent can actually use adapters to connect to this particular client and load the available tools. So let's begin with the setup. Let's head over to the terminal. For the model context protocol, we need Python 3.10 or higher. So we can actually type which Python 3 and check what we have over here. So we have 3.13, and this should be good. In case you don't have the required version, you can head over to Chrome and search for install Python. Go to the download Python link and click on download Python 3.1, 3.2 or whatever is the latest version over here. Whenever the file is downloaded, you can actually run an installer to install Python, and we have a full video to install Python on our channel over here. I'll put the link in the description if you want that help to install Python. Okay, next we need to set up UV, the package manager, and set up our project and environment. So we can head over to the terminal and write this curl command to install UV. I have this already installed, and in case you have it already installed, you can skip this step. So once you have UV installed, you can actually set up your MCP directory structure. So what I do is that I actually set up an MCP directory in my home folder, and then I set up 3 directories over here: clients, servers, and workspace. In the clients directory, I save all my clients, and I'm going to save the Langchain MCP client over here. In the servers directory, I have saved all my servers, all the pre-built ones that I have downloaded, and all the servers that I made on my own as well. And then I have a workspace folder over here, because if I want the MCP servers to take any actions locally on my computer, I use the workspace folder for any kind of file creation, deletion, etc. So for now, we are going to head over to clients folder, and you see that I already have an MCP client over here. You can actually use the GitHub repository link to check out this MCP client folder, and once you have checked this out, you can actually go inside the folder. So we will make the Langchain MCP client.py file to build our Langchain MCP client. Before we do that, we need the Gemini API key. So I'm going to head over to Chrome, and I'm going to go to aistudio.google.com. When you reach this site, just click on Get API Key. You of course have to be logged in using your Gmail ID. You can click create API key to create a key. I already have a key created over here and I can just click this button and copy the key. Do make sure that your API keys are secure. You should not share them or embed them anywhere in the code or in any repository. I'm going to disable this API key after I finish recording this video, so I'm going to just let it remain visible over here. Once you have copied this API key, head back to the terminal and create an environment variables file by typing touch.env and press enter. I already have this file over here, so I'm going to just open this using nano. And as you see, I have defined two API keys, Gemini API key and Google API key, and I have pasted my key over here. You can actually write this line over here and paste your key next to it. I have used two environment variables, Google API key and Gemini API key, because in my personal project, I like to use the environment variable Gemini API key. However, LangChain expects the key to be present under an environment variable called Google API key. So just to avoid any confusion and allow both of the variables to be used, I actually define the key twice using two environment variable names. And you can do the same. For LangChain, you'll need to use Google API key. Press Ctrl X and save the file before exiting it. So now you have your environment file set up. So now we can create a virtual environment, which basically helps us keep our project dependencies separate from all other work that we're doing on a computer. So you can type UV and press enter to actually create that environment. I already have created that, and if you're following along from my previous videos, you would also have this directory and environment created, so you don't need to create it. For everyone watching new, please create this environment. Once you have this environment created, you can actually activate it by typing source.venv/bin/activate, and this basically makes you enter the MCP client virtual environment. Okay, so now we are going to add some packages that we'll need to develop our MCP client. These packages are LangChain, the LangChain MCP adapters, LangGraph, LangChain Google Gen AI package, the Google Generative AI package, and the Python.environment package for the environment variables. After writing UV, add, and the list of packages, press enter. And I already have these installed, but you will take a few seconds or a few minutes to get this installed. And once this is installed, we are then ready to actually start writing our LangChain MCP client.py file. You can type code and the file name, and this is basically going to open this in VS Code. Alright, so let's begin talking about the LangChain MCP client.py file and how this works. So I'm going to start with the imports over here, and we have some standard imports for async operations, for accessing the environment variables, for command line argument processing and others. Then we import the MCP client related packages, so for session management and for server setup and startup. And this is used to actually connect to the MCP server. Now we have the LangChain agent and LLM imports. So we have the load MCP tools. This is basically used to load the MCP tools correctly. Then we have the pre-built React agent from LangGraph, and we have the Google Gemini LLM wrapper from LangChain. Finally, we load the environment variables using load_.env from the .env package. So these are basically all your imports, and now we can actually directly go down to the LLM instantiation. So we basically use the chat Google Generative AI package that we imported, and instantiating the LLM is just as simple as using chat Google Generative AI with a specified model name. So we're using Gemini 1.5 Pro over here. You can actually use 2.0 as well. We have the temperature which we have set to 0 for a completely deterministic output. So basically you can increase it for making the output more creative. Then you have the max retries, which is 2 over here, which basically automatically retries the API calls up to 2 times to overcome any kind of errors. And then you have the Google API key. So LangChain basically uses the Google API key environment variable to load that key and provide access to the Gemini API. Okay, so over here we're just checking if we have provided the right number of arguments to a Python script. Next we have the MCP server parameters. We configure these parameters providing the command, which is Python, and you can actually have a server script that ends with py for a Python script, and otherwise we assume that it's going to be a Node or JS based script, and we provide the server script path which we actually got through the Python program call over here. So then we have a global variable to hold the active MCP session, and we're going to use it with the tool adapter that we're going to look at when we go down the code. Okay, then we go down to the run agent function. This is our main function that does all the work. It basically opens a connection to the MCP server. It starts the MCP session. It stores the session for tool access and loads these tools using the MCP tool. So you basically have your server, your MCP session, and your tools all started up over here. Then it's going to create an agent and provide that agent with these tools. And finally, it's going to enter a loop requesting the user to provide a query and then invoke the agent asynchronously and print the response as a well-formatted JSON. So just to repeat, we basically have the connection to the server, we have a MCP session setup, we have the tools setup, and then we basically create an agent with these tools and then process the user queries and print the response. So this is basically all the steps we are going to do, and to do that, here is the code. So we basically get the read and write properties for the server using stdio client and the server params that we defined above. Using read and write, we actually build the client session and store it as session. We then initialize the session using a session.initialize, and then we use the global MCP client variable to a simple object that holds this particular session. Now we are going to load the MCP tools using the adapter from LangChain. So this is basically a very simple implementation. If you've seen the previous video on implementation of an MCP client with the Gemini API, you would know that we did a lot of conversions over there to manage the conversion from an MCP tools format to the Gemini format. But LangChain makes it easy by actually using load MCP tools, and we directly have a list of tools over here. Now finally, we have the tools and we have the LLM that we defined at the top using the Google API key. We use that to create what we call a React LangGraph agent, which we store as agent over here. We print that we have started the MCP client, and we can type quit to exit, and then we go into a loop and prompt the user for a query. As soon as we get the query input, we actually produce a response by invoking the agent using the asynchronous invoke function from LangChain and providing the query to the agent. Now, since this agent already is aware of all the tools and the model that we are using, LangChain provides us with the implementation of sending this request to Gemini, understanding the tool calls, and then executing the tools for us using these adapters. And it is that simple to then get the response. Finally, we format the JSON using the custom encoder we've defined on the top. You can have a look at it. It just basically prints the output in a well formatted fashion, and this completes our run agent function. So that's a simple explanation of the entire code. And again, if you followed from the previous videos on creating the MCP client without using LangChain, you can see that this is much simpler, and that's one of the key advantages of using LangChain over here. Now we can actually test out this agent by heading over to terminal. So we have named our client file Langchain MCP Client.py. So you can type uv run and the client file name, and then you provide the Python or the JavaScript server file name. So for our situation, we actually go to our servers folder that I just showed you at the beginning and go to the terminal server and terminal server.py file over there. This particular server we had created in one of our previous videos. You can head over to our channel and have a look at this video of building your own MCP server, or use your own server if you want. Essentially, the terminal server has the ability to run commands in your terminal. So we are going to ask our MCP client to make a file and add some text to it, and let's see how that works. Let's press enter. Alright, so this means now our MCP client has started. Let's provide a query. So let the query be make file Langchain MCP Client.txt and add the text I made an MCP client with LangChain successfully, yay with a smiley. So let's press enter. Right, so you can see the response over here, and we have the human message which says make file Langchain MCP Client.txt, and this is basically the query that we sent. And then we have an AI message which has no content. Then we have a tool message, and this would have been a tool call. You can actually just directly print the response to see more details. I'm just printing out the content over here using my custom encoder. And then finally you have the AI message with the content which says, okay, I have created the file Langchain MCP Client.txt and added the text you provided, anything else. So let's just check this out now. So let's go to Finder, and I have my MCP directory open over here. I'm going to go to my workspace, and I see I have Langchain MCP Client.txt, and you can see that it has added the text that I asked for, and this works amazingly well. So this is how you can create an MCP client with LangChain. Basically, it provides wrappers for all kinds of AI models and for the MCP connections, which help us simplify the implementation of the code a lot. And you would notice this if you have actually seen the video of building an MCP client without LangChain and this particular video of building with LangChain. Thank you for watching, and if you liked this video, please do give it a like and please do subscribe to our channel. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot.